Hello, everybody. It's me, Roy, with One Day Better. And my topic for discussion today is retribution and whether it's something that you can actually go after your molester if they're still around and is still alive or whatever, depending on, when this happened and everything else. Because, at one point I even looked into it for myself when I really just came into that whole realization, like, how dare he do this to me? And I can't believe it. I mean, it has like uprooted my whole life, and like everything has just been a warped sense of reality ever since it happened. And how dare he do this to me? And how dare he get away with it and not have any sort of repercussions from it? And it was a lot of hate. um when I really just started first coming to the realization of this happening, and like lots of anger and lots of hurt and pain and so I looked into it, and unfortunately I guess it can be different state by state. And then, of course, some people, different countries, I don't know how they deal with it also in different countries. I mean, I'm in the US, and when it happened to me, I was in the state of Maryland. But one of the things that also stopped me from being able to look into it was that, where I was 7 and 8 when it happened to me. He was a minor himself. He was, maybe 15 or 16, something, to that nature. So he still wasn't an adult. So unfortunately, the statutes of limitations, whatever, and the fact that he was a minor, there was nothing I was going to be able to do. Now, if your molester was older, and an adult when he did this, where he or she did this to you as a child, then it actually, I mean, there are things that you would just have to search online to find out if you have any sort of standings or however else. Because of course the hardest part is that it comes down to a lot of he said, she said, unless, you have physical proof. But um, but I did have proof because I wasn't the only one. And and whether that person would ever want to also come forward or not is a totally different situation, and it's not something for me to really dredge up and talk about. I can only really talk about the situation from my perspective and what I went through and what I found. And what I found when I was looking into it was, again, that because he was a minor at the time, then the statutes of limitation, have expired or whatever else, and even probably didn't even pertain to him at the time either, I think, because of him being a minor. But as I understand it, if he was an adult, then again, it's just like, a rape or something like that, that it could very well be that there is no statutes of limitations. But again, it's going to be state by state, as to whether you can actually go through with it. Now, of course, going through with it means really coming forward to everybody about it. And of course, there's just a lot of stigma around it and involved, because not everybody wants to come out and tell the whole world about it. Even though I know from my perspective or whatever else, it was something, standing in your truth is something that's very important and a big part of being able to overcome a lot of the trauma and a lot of the problems stemming from that. So, but again, going to court and then, having a jury, and you're talking about it in front of, multiple people. And then, of course, then, their lawyer is going to, really continue to beat you down and have you rehash all of this horrible stuff that happened, to you when you were younger. and then they'll try to discredit you and try to, um, make it look like you were crazy and different things, or whatever else. So, I mean, they're going to really attack you. And so a lot of people, they don't even look into, the possibility of doing that because number one, they don't want to speak their truth. They don't want to tell a whole bunch of people, a room full of people that they don't know. And, and then they don't want to turn around and get bashed and, and be made to look a fool when they, again, did nothing wrong, unfortunately. But again, it comes down to a he said, she said situation. But obviously there are going to be resources. I'm not going to put any in the description today just because, again, I mean, I guess it really all depends on you and whether you would want to pursue it or even try to. And each state is probably different depending on, what it is that you look up and find. So, but there are going to be resources out there. So you can just Google that and find out if you really, really want to, look into that as a possibility. Because again, quite frankly, they ruined our lives. They did a total pull the rug out from under us and really caused so much damage to our psyche and to our soul, that even they probably have no idea the amount and to the extent of what the damage was that was done to us. So, it's hard to want to come forward and know that you're going to get bashed because that's that lawyer's job, is to discredit you in any way possible and make you look horrible. And you did nothing wrong. We, in solidarity, did nothing wrong when this was forced upon us. So it's that hard reality of whether you really want to dredge it all up and really try to, make the person held accountable for it. So, but, I am in all honesty of, putting the truth out there. And if you ever need somebody to stand by your side, I will be there. I will, help you and advise you and talk you through it and try to help you as much as I possibly can if you reach out to me, because we have to help each other. We just have to. We have to stand together. And that's what my whole channel is all about, is, being there and trying to help others as much as I possibly can through this horrible ordeal that we went through, so that, I can try to help everybody get one day better. That's all I can say. So if you need help, if you need a sounding board, you need to talk to somebody, please reach out to me, please. Because again, as horrible as it is or whatever else, suicide is never an answer, even though at times you can be at the lowest of lows and feel like there's no way out. It's not true. You are an amazing person, and you did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. So if my channel and my content helps you out in any way, please hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss another video. And, I'm always here for you all. Please reach out to me if you need help, because that's what I'm all about. I try to share from my heart. I share from my experience, and I just want to help as many people as I can so that we can all try to get one day better. So I love you all so much. If you know others that have been molested or hurt, Please share this with as many people as you can, groups, anybody, please. I want to continue to grow this channel and to try to reach out and help as many people as possible. So have a great day, everybody, and light and love. I love you all so much. I've had two people come up to me yesterday out of the blue and just told me how incredible my channel is, and how well, I don't know how brave I am, but how brave they think I am, and that it's so, admirable, and what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. So thank you both so much for saying that. Because I really do, sometimes you question yourself, is this something crazy? Is this something ridiculous? But in all honesty, and in knowing in my heart that it does help, and that it's going to help so many people when they finally come around to find me. So love you all again. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and light and love.